Where's that confident fighter out of all them clips where he's beating the brakes off those, you know, the war room members and the people that go see him and spar with him, where he's just got a line of people and he's just one by one and he's just beating the brakes off them? I didn't see that confidence. Where's that confidence? I think a little bit of fear crept in. Don't laugh. You can laugh. You can laugh. Do you know why you can laugh? Andrew Tate just got beat by some guy, some influencer guy, right? And, you know, when you put yourself in that position, you got to be open to everything that comes with it. If you won, you would have got praise and respect. When you lost, people make fun of you, people make memes, this, that, and the other, right? So you can laugh at whoever. I'm seeing two different things. Why the fuck did Andrew Tate just put everything on the line? Now, when I say everything, I mean his persona, what he built. Bulletproof persona, right? You've convinced everyone that you're this guy, even like with a average, no, you know, above average kickboxing career, but because of your persona, you make that kickboxing career seem like something just out of this world. You've figured it out, mate. You've done everything. So many youngsters believe in you. So many youngsters, all these baby G's are going to be throwing the poster off the wall, you know, like that Incredibles gif or gif, however you say it. And you just put it all on the line for essentially exposing yourself as someone who at this point isn't capable of winning a boxing match against someone like that on that level. Now, I don't want to act like the same shit wouldn't have happened to me if I jumped in there, you know what I mean? So, you know, them people act like they're boxing experts. I'm not going to review the fight. It is what it is. I'm not a fighter. I'm not going to review the fight. Tate won the first 2 rounds and he lost the rest. You know what I mean? He got gassed. He was knackered. I don't took all them cigars and that Eastern European pussy got to, you know what I mean? This is what it is. But I'm seeing two different things. You put everything on the line. Well done. I respect that. At that point in your life, you put everything on the line to figure out if you still had it. That's his words. I'm going to break that down in a minute. He wanted to figure out if he still had it. He'd rather know that he don't have it other than not knowing. All right, then. I know what he's good with his words. And then you got the other side. People are like, are you stupid? Why would you do that? Now, Tate, I know this. Tate believes everyone's scared to fight, right? He's admitted that he's scared, which makes it even more honorable. Because when you're scared of something and you do it anyway, that's more impressive than you not being scared. Some people are not scared. And that guy he fought had zero fear of Andrew Tate. He wasn't scared of Andrew Tate at all. And he was physically, you know, bigger, physically more impressive. He had more gas in his tank and he had zero fear. I've seen in certain spaces, because I've been around amongst people that have been around Tate and stuff like that. Tate pushes that to the people that follow him. Everyone's scared of fighting. Everyone's scared of fighting. Everyone's scared of fighting. I know for a fact, not everyone's scared of fighting. And people will be making fun of Tate based on this. And Tate's justification will be, you know, the people that are making fun of him are the peasants that wouldn't jump in the ring anyway. So their opinion don't matter because you wouldn't do what I've just done. For that amount of money, most people would have done what he's just done. I've got a lot of respect for Jake Paul for jumping in the ring with Anthony Joshua, got his jaw broke. I would have jumped in there and got my jaw broke for 1% of that money. Do you know what I mean? Most men would. For the right money, men are going to jump in the ring and lose. So I know what Andrew's going to do. He's going to like twist it and say, like, you know, I've done something that most men would never ever do. I do respect fighters that decide to fight before the paydays are even there, which Andrew Tate did. You gotta honour that. But at this point, mate, you know, for so many millions, anyone would jump in the ring and do that. But it doesn't change the fact that he risked his reputation. He risked that persona. And I respect that. So I was never a fan of Conor McGregor, right? Until he lost to Nate Diaz. And the way he carried himself after the loss made me respect him. The way Tate carried himself after the loss made me respect him. And I almost felt, you know, no man wants to hear this, but I kind of felt a bit sorry for him. I felt a bit bad, you know, because he weren't expecting that to happen. You know what I mean? And he had to hold himself together and, you know, be so good with the words. He know, in any situation, he can just, he's studied, obviously he's studied word hypnosis and all that type of crazy shit. Everything he says is with a meaning, and he's trying to get people to follow him and listen to him. So in any situation, he's always going to sound like he's in control of the situation, even when something unexpected happens like that. So I've got respect for both of them, obviously. Me personally, in Tate's position, I would never have done that. But I don't know how much he was offered. I don't know how much he's been paid. I've heard that he owns some of the Misfits now, just in general. So now is he going to be getting paid from every fight now? Everyone else's fight, I mean. Is he going to fight again? He's going to have to fight again. Put him in there with someone shorter, someone, no disrespect, but put him in there with some of the type of people that he was fighting in his kickboxing career. You know what I mean? I've seen the fights. I've seen some of the guys. Just someone physically inferior, you know? Because it's not about the skill set at this level, really. You know what I mean? Like, that guy beat Tate because he had more gas in the tank, and he was just physically, you know what I mean? He was bigger and stronger, and just, you know, it just was what it was. It just sometimes, you know, Tate's not a boxer. That guy's not a boxer either. Tate's a better boxer than that guy, but he's not a great boxer. He's a kickboxer. He's a great kickboxer, and it's just, you know, the guy being so physically imposing over Tate kind of evened it out. You know, probably should have put a bet on or something. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on it quickly. I respect what he did. I think he carried himself great after the fight. A lot of people that hate him are so excited now. He's forced to be humble now. He ain't gonna be humble. He's gonna double down on the arrogance because it's the only thing you can do, you know. And I think he'll get over it. I bet he's made a stupid amount of money. He come back, beat the brakes off some. By the way, one thing as well. One thing I noticed. Where's that confident fighter out of all them clips where he's beating the brakes off those, you know, the war room members and the people that go see him and spar with him, where he's just got a line of people and he's just one by one and he's just beating the brakes off them? I didn't see that confidence. Where's that confidence? I think a little bit of fear crept in. He's got zero fear of one of his fans that just want to spar with him, and he beats the fuck out of them. He had a bit of fear when he's looking across the ring at a guy who has zero fear of him, who's bigger. You know, if he catches you, it is going to hurt, that type of stuff. So, you know, it is what it is, but it's entertaining. It's all entertainment, and I think I'm kind of hooked in now. I'm going to be watching what's going on with this Misfits stuff. So whatever it is worked. That's the first Misfits fight I've ever watched. You know what I mean? I didn't watch it live. I just caught the highlights in the morning. Well, no, not the highlights, the full fight. Call it in the morning. But I'm hooked in. I'm interested to see what he does next. It was entertaining. I feel a little bit bad for him, and I know no man wants to hear that, but it's just the truth. I mean, it's like, come on, bro. That was your chance to just, you know what I mean? But whatever. And I think that's going to make him a better person. I think that type of experience, it has to, you know? Setback for a major comeback. It's interesting. All right, peace.